About both of these rosters is all of the talent coming off the bench.
Well, both benches utilize their reserves, and they go deep into that roster. A lot of production coming off the bench. And now it's going to be interesting to see, as they go at it, which bench unit is able to give their team the advantage.
And to have the right mentality coming off that bench, I mean, you got to be ready to go.
And I think the key is versatility. You've got to be able to check multiple boxes when you come off that bench for a good team.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Embiid is out there with LeBron James, and it's Brown, and at the 3, the small forward. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And so it's Golden State with it, following Jaylen Brown's 3. Good, nice job down low. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Embiid. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And the 76ers with some changes. Arlo's checked in, and it's Simons in for Edgecombe. Here's Melton. Horford sets a screen for Curry. And James pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Embiid. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
And the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Payton. And a miss there on the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Taking a look at the 76ers, you've got Anthony Simons. Wade out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Love in at the point guard position.
Now, I thought the creativity there from Porzingis. He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Horford against Wade. Pass to Love. Now here's Brown. Wade a screen on Porzingis. Brown outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Warriors trail by 3. 52 seconds left now here in the second. Now Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Santos has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
There's the pick. Brown outside. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Back to Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Love. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Porzingis can't hit. And here is James from deep three-point land. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers on top. They lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Porzingis. That's the Warriors' 5.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Podziemski's shot is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Brown outside. Pass to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porzingis has got 8.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season, and by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Edgecombe with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. LeBron against Green.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Both free throws good from James.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Curry looking it over. Up again. 1 second left. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Jaylen Brown out there with James. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Now Brown. Now Embiid. Porzingis with the steal. Embiid with the steal. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Maxey. Green whips down the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Fires from way outside. The three goes down.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
And that one falls.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
That's in there.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Left side, Brown.
Gotta stay down on that pump fake because Brown will go right into the contact.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Curry. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Brown.
Tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
I can't wait to see what they draw up here and who they decide to go to.
And it's the Warriors' ball. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Another chance here. Good. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Here's Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed.